Hello everybody and welcome to today's Crosswind Alpha test video. We are entering our final week of the alpha test, and as you can see we are headed toward a Blackbeard transport ship. Hopefully we're going to be able to board this and get the remaining like 200 coins that I need in order... Let's see, can I do it? I don't know if we're going to line it up, but I need 200 coins to get my frigate, and maybe one or two pieces of hardwood, I'm not sure, but let's see if I can do this. We're gonna board this transport ship. Come on. Success. Okay, that wasn't bad, huh? Alright, so let's see what we got here. I love how the different ships set up different bridges across. Uh-oh. I don't know how I managed to do that, but we're back in our ship. Let's see if we can get a few shots off on the sergeant with my +5 pistol. So I think boarding-wise, this is the only thing I don't like about the boarding minigame, is that everyone gets bottlenecked. Like, look, no one is using this deck over here, or these planks over here, so I guess I'll sneak around this way. Get in there. Bop some guys. Alright, what's this guy doing? Not today. Your ship will be mine. Your loot will be mine. Oh, I gotta dodge. Pretty sure that guy was gonna try and come up behind me there. I really like using my NPC sailors as, Oh, I hear someone drowning. Did you hear that? But I really like using my NPC sailors as like meat shields. Okay, so we've got some cane sugar from that. I don't know if that's enough, so we're gonna board one more ship if we can. Hello. Alright, so number 1 was successful. The ship is now going down, and I'm going to move on to this scout ship. You guys will notice that I am on my black cutter. Look at that sinking animation, I love it. But I'm on my black cutter, which I love. I love the black sails. And it makes me really curious how else we're going to be able to customize our ships as we move forward. See if I can steal some coffee before I roll up on this thing. Success. I've been known to spill my coffee on my desk when exciting moments happen, or wine. I was playing Bannerlord once, and I can't remember what happened, but I flung my wine off the table and it spattered all over my walls, and it was a whole mess. Okay, we're gonna come up on the starboard side of this Blackbeard scout. Yes, I know I'm sailing into the wind, but I'm not gonna be tacking today. Thank you to all the commenters who are offering suggestions. Like tacking, which is where you go back and forth to try and get the wind to fill your sails instead of sailing into it. I promise I will make use of that at some point. Right now, though, the goal is just to sneak up on this ship and attempt to board. Now, the scout ships, I think, give you like 50 coin. They don't obviously give you as much as the transport, but I'll have to go back through footage and see exactly who gives what as you board. And I do think boarding, I prefer boarding over sinking the ships. I think it's more fun for me. Maybe when we get the frigate and we take on the Blackbeard transport ship, that opinion will change. Or the Blackbeard heavy frigate, I mean. Alright, let's see if we can get some shots in here. Oh, this guy's gonna come right at me. And... Alright. So yeah, I'm not liking how the crew can block... Ooh, can block your path. Whoops. Oh my gosh, yeah, see, like, so I'm gonna get stuck here. Woo! Okay. And we move on to the 2 back here. Let's see if we can get some shots off. That was a headshot, I think. Ugh, come on, it won't let me reach him. A little bit of lag going on here. This should be the last one. There we go. Oh, no, you know what? We're gonna have to just shoot him off the thing. Sorry, buddy. Oh, and the sergeant. So if you look in the top right, that bar, there's like a little extra bar. That's for the sergeant. So I didn't notice that before, but you do actually have to take down the sergeant. Okay, so we got 100 coin and 4 silver. So look at that. We now have enough to go get the frigate. But what I will say is that there are special resources you need to go get that. So I will show you guys that really quickly. I think I still need some hardwood. Good news is I am close to an island that has some hardwood. So let's make this a little more cinematic as we sink that ship. I love that sinking animation. We're gonna head over to this island to grab some hardwood because I recently farmed most of the hardwood on this island behind us there. And then you know what? We can turn the shanties on as we go. So there we go. But yeah, in order to get the stuff you need for the frigate, you need to go onto the swamp. And all I've really explored in the swamp is just like the edge of the swamp. I haven't gone like into it. So I've collected stuff like cocoa plums, some alchemy ingredients, fireflies, and I chopped a swamp tree, which has resin. And resin is what you need to make tarred planks. The other thing you need is... Oh, what was the other thing you need? You need tarred planks, and is it just regular planks? I can't remember, but I need hardwood for something, so we'll check that in a second. Alright, let's roll up right here, probably crash into shore. Something else Oop, we're lagging. Something else I am hoping at some point that we might see is the addition of an actual anchor that you can drop. I miss being able to drop anchor. Ooh! Oh no, please don't tell me my satellite internet is out of proper positioning. The satellites aren't hitting where they should be hitting. Let me just go save my location here. Very important to build these little shelters and save your spawn point. I still have about half time left on my food, which is good. Alright, so let's go out in search of some divvy trees. Dead ahead is that hardwood forest, and you can find limes. You can find... Oh, I don't want to go into these pirates. Oh. No, musketmen, don't shoot me. This was not what I signed up for today. But yeah, you can find limes in these divvy forests, and limes help you cook some of really good food. I think the seafood platter, is it the seafood platter? I can't remember. Takes limes. So always good to have some limes around. Alright, I think we've escaped that one pirate camp, and here we are at the divvy forests. Oh no, I might actually have to take down... Oh, they're just gonna take down some goats. You know what? We're gonna have to... I think we're gonna have to take down some sailors as well. The problem is, they are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to aim at them while they're chasing goats. It's so funny that goats are my secret weapon. Also, I cannot forget, I do have Truffles, the pig companion, and he helps a lot. So I was farming trees in the swamp, and I got ambushed by a crocodile and a Sankamati soldier thing. I pulled Truffles out, and he was able to tank the crocodile. Uh-oh. Oh, we've been spotted. Anyway, I was able to tank the crocodile. Make sure my gun is equipped. Where are they? I actually cannot see where they went. It's too shrubby. Okay, well, we're gonna go for this guy. Nice. Alright, that's one down. Dodge. I said dodge, thank you. And down. Okay. Very nice. So that's 2 down. We'll heal with some bandages. Whoops, that was weird. Bandage didn't trigger. Alright, let's go back to chopping. And then I'm gonna jump off this cliff and summon my ship. And we're gonna head back to base and get that very last little bit going of what I needed. I'm gonna drop the plant fiber that I know is in my inventory. Alright. So what I like to do is just run to the cliff's edge, go down as far as I can. Let me just make sure. Yep, 20, 11. Yeah, that should be enough to make what I need. And I just summon the ship. And there it is, crashing. I didn't realize you could summon it into the cliff. But here we are. Okay, and then I fast travel back to my base. And here we are, blocked by the other cutter. Anywho, let's go get all these materials I need. So yeah, in order to craft the materials you need for the frigate, you do need to place a sawhorse. So it's a tier 3 workbench upgrade. And once you do that, as you can see, oh, timber, that's what I needed. So I have all my tarred planks crafted already. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this timber. And then we are gonna head to Tortuga and get this frigate. And there we go. Let's get to Tortuga and let's get that frigate. Okay. V for voyage. Where is Tortuga this evening? There it is. Alright, so I have a feeling I am going to... You know what? I am going to get out of this and resummon it because it's stuck on my little boat. Darn little boat. And it was this way, right? So that shouldn't take too long to turn and face Tortuga. But yeah, I have a whole cautionary tale of woe as far as making sure you look at like the upgrade bars on your gear if you're going to buy stuff from Tortuga. So we'll get into that in just a minute. But anyway, there we go. We are on our way to Tortuga for the frigate. Alright, so as we approach Tortuga, I will explain what happened. I wanted to upgrade my gear a little bit more before heading into the swamp, and I had just gotten to Tortuga, and I noticed that there is a fine gear set there, and it had 300 power on it. So I was like, oh wow, that's great. This is going to be a really nice upgrade to the armor that I already have, right? I thought it would be perfect. I might be wearing a piece of it still, yeah. So see, here are some fine boots, right? Compared to my 300 power, so my +5 stuff is all 300 power. So I assumed that when I bought those fine armor pieces from Tortuga, can I do it? Can I make the jump? Yes, okay. Anyway, I thought when I bought those fine pieces of armor from Tortuga that I would be able to upgrade them in a similar way as the armor pieces that, like, I'm already wearing. What I didn't notice is that these armor pieces do not have the upgrade bars that my regular armor has. So see, my regular armor has 6 upgrade bars there, right under where it says 300 power, whereas these fine boots do not. So while the fine boots may be fine and rather expensive boots, they are not upgradable further. So unfortunately, I would have had my frigate much sooner, but I did buy, I'll show you from the goods merchant.
I remember this place crawling with buyers back in the day.
I did buy this fine set and it added up. So it was over, like, it was like about 2,000 coins and I bought it and I should not have. What I would like to buy is the army musket. I also bought the legendary backpack, which I think is really important, but yeah. Be careful if you are buying the fine stuff because it does not upgrade past what your current set at the time will have. So yeah, that's my tale of woe. I could have had my ship much sooner, but I flubbed it. Let me just go sell. Do I have anything? You know what? I'm not going to bother selling. I actually need the silver ingots for jewelry. But anyway, here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready for the frigate? Give 5,000 piastres, 100 timber, and 100 tar planks. I think it's loading. Kind of similar to how when we got the cutter, it stuttered for a minute. Okay. Did it work? Yes, so if I call my ship, I can now call a frigate. Let's go to the dock and see what it looks like. Is that my frigate? Or is that someone else's frigate? Not a clue. Look at that! So yeah, that must be... Oh, it's gone now. You know what? That must have been my frigate. It was waiting for me. Am I going to be able to swim to it before I drown is my next question. I guess we're about to find out. But look at this. It looks like it has like a captain's cabin in the back. Look at the cannons on this thing. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. This is so rewarding. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm gonna laugh so hard if I die. Getting to it. Okay, we are in the frigate. Something else I might like to see. Why can't I access the wooden chest? That's interesting. But something else I would like to see at some point is a way to get on the ship that doesn't just teleport you on the ship. I don't know if that's possible or not, but anyway, look at our cannons. And remember, I am not a ship expert, so I'm not familiar with what all of these different parts of the ship are called beyond a very basic understanding. So like, I know this is the prow and the bow, and look, we've got a little cat figurehead. Oop, that was really close. Sorry. That's like when you open up your phone and it's accidentally flipped to show the camera of yourself and you're like, ooh boy. But yeah, anyway, this is beautiful. I love the bell. I'm wondering if that's a fast travel bell. Let's see what else. We've got below deck, we've got cannons. Lots of cannons. Wow, look at this. Let's go take a look at our captain's quarters in here. Oh, I love how the desk is like attached to the side, which, well, it's a counter really, but it makes sense. Otherwise it would go flying, right? Very nice. And let's go below to what I think is the lowest part of our ship here. Is this, oh, what's it called? It's for the anchor, isn't it? You put like bars in it and then you wind it up. You walk around it and it drops the anchor or raises the anchor. Oh, what's it called? Capstan? Is it called a capstan? See what I mean? I know some things, but yeah, see, look here. It's up, so it's up here, and I'm guessing these ropes go over to maybe, so this is more, you can tie off the rope here like a mooring tie. But yeah, I'm thinking that has to do with the anchor. So like, I really like ship stuff. I just don't know a ton about it. Okay, let's sail. Let's hit the archipelago and sail this thing and see what it's like. Wow, holy moly, this feels really big to sail. Look at that. Okay. I still hear the sails unfurling. Let's boost it and see how it does. Wow. Holy cow. I can only imagine what it feels like to sail that battleship. My goodness. Very cool. Alright, let's get out onto open waters and we'll try and sink a little scout ship and see how quick and easy it is. I'm sure it's very quick and very easy. Okay, we are back in our home map with our huge new ship. And as it always does... Oh, here's a Blackbeard scout. Well, this is convenient, so we're just going to go straight for this scout. We're going to take it out with our cannons. Hopefully. And again, I am not an expert at the naval combat in this game. I have only just started to master the on-ground combat, so you'll have to excuse me if I make mistakes. As I said earlier, if I can figure out how to work tacking into my combat, I certainly will, but no promises, okay? Just me trying to get by at this point. It's just a scout though, so I don't think it'll be too bad. What I want to try and do is disable the scout's sails with my bar shot, and then I want to go in and just sink it as quickly as possible. I think it's heading away from us. But anyway, we are going to start. We are going to use, let's see, shift, change ammo to bar shot. We're going to try and line this up and see what it does to the sails. Now, my question is, do I have to aim at the sails or at the hull of the ship? I guess we're going to find out. Did we get it? We did. Okay, let's change ammo. We're going to fire with our cannons. Okay. So now I am alongside it, which means it might be able to fire at me, which is like, okay, I'm not terribly worried. Where's it going? Oh, actually, no, it's coming right at us. This is perfect. There we go. There we go. Not bad. Okay, now it's going to fire on me. Look how little damage it does. And look how quick the, oh no. So, bigger ship has trouble turning. Is it gonna try and pull right up alongside me? You know what? I'm just gonna let it. Or should I board it? No, I'm not gonna board it. Let's sink it. I'm just gonna let it pull right up beside me. This is so weird. And fire. There we go. That was bizarre. That was a bizarre choice on the scout's part, no? So we got 50 piastres for that. Yeah, that was weird. That the AI wanted to pull up next to me. And there it goes, sinking. Well, that was certainly interesting. So I'm gonna have to learn the easiest and quickest way to turn this. It seems like... So like, if I try and turn like this, it seems like it's turning faster. If I slow speed and try and turn, it almost completely... Let's see. I think I might have just figured it out just there. So what you do is you gain speed. You gain speed first, and then you slow down really fast to turn. It's almost like you drop anchor and do that thing where you turn really quickly. Can't remember what game it is you can do that in. But yeah, so like if I slow down, not back up, but just slow down, it will kind of spin me in place so that I can turn quicker without also moving forward. Ooh, hey look, there's the heavy frigate. Well, you know what we're gonna go do? We're gonna go board that. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe this actually happened. Come on. 1, 2. It's still giving me incorrect shipboarding angle. Alright. Any second now. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let me make sure I have everything equipped that I need equipped. Alright, here we go. Musketeer. Ooh, yeah, get those guys out of here. They hurt. I've almost been one-shot by them. Okay, so we've got 2 of them out of the way. Let's get this sergeant out of the way as well. Nice. I will sneak up on this sailor. Oops. Hopefully not fall off the ship. Uh-oh. Okay. Wow, this is crazy with so many... Ooh! Stop moving. There we go. Nice. Just ripping through them here. Do a heavy attack. I don't think that did anything. Shoot! Dodge! Drink potion. Alright. Alright. Sergeant down. Okay, so we have 1 more sergeant left. So the big frig has 2 sergeants. I want to see if I can summon truffles. Oh my gosh, I can summon truffle. So there's a tip for you. You can summon your pig companion. Oh! Where are you going? Hey. We're taking this below deck here, I see. Hey. Alright. Oh wow, there's more sergeants. So this is sergeant number 3. Alright, one more sailor. And we've got it. We did it! You are the last man standing. Okay. Wait, which ship was mine? I can't tell. Is this my ship? Or is this the enemy ship? This is hilarious. I actually can't tell which frigate is which frigate. Let's just look for a loot chest, and I guess that's how we'll figure out whose ship is whose ship. Wooden chest. I think this is my ship though. No, this is... Okay, so if you go to the steering wheel, it'll tell you which ship is which. Okay, so we got a loot crate, we got 400 coins and 11 silver ingots. So that's going to help me so much with crafting. If I open my loot crate, I get more silver ingots. So this was really cool. Okay. I enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie, palms are a little sweaty. I was a little worried there for a minute. And now the ship is sinking. Let's see what this thing looks like to go down in the fog of the middle of the ocean. Wow. So yeah, this will be the first time seeing the frigate sinking animation. And such calming music to go with it too. I hope it doesn't bump into mine. Oh, the noises it makes are so eerie. Oh wow, look at that! Uh-oh, it's gonna hit my ship. Okay, the sails just went right through. Oh, that is so eerie though. There's something so creepy to me about the depths of the ocean and like not being able to see what is down below. So just knowing that this is sinking below me and I can't see it anymore kind of creeps me out. But anyway, that was the video. That was a look at the frigate. That was a look at boarding with it, especially boarding the Blackbeard heavy frigate. I'm so glad I was finally able to take that down. And look, I'm back up to 500 coin again, which means I can probably buy some more stuff at Tortuga. Anyway, my next video... Oh, is sun about to rise? I think so. Sun is about to rise. Anyway, my next video is going to be exploring the Swamp Islands and figuring out what kind of progression we have going on next, as well as continuing to craft these insignias so that I can craft the legendary insignia amulet thing. So anyway, you guys, that is it for me today. I really enjoyed this video. I had such a stressful weekend. I have horses and my neighbors decided to shoot off very close range fireworks, and my horses were galloping around and I had to go corral them and make sure that they were okay and calm them down. And it's really stressful as a horse owner to put so much time and care into trying to keep them safe and not injured, and then just think that in the middle of the night someone's fireworks could set them off and they could get hurt. But different video for a different day. This is exactly what I needed, and I'm excited to continue my Crosswind journey. So that is it for me today, guys. As you all know, I have a playlist of other Crosswind videos, and I will be continuing to cover the game through its alpha, which is just about another week. I have some ships starting to circle me here, so I might have to get out of here. And I will see you all in the next video.